Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. GH Spoilers Thursday, September 26. Favors needed, wake-up calls, devastating news. General Hospital, GH, spoilers and updates for Thursday, September 26 tease favors needed, wake-up calls, and devastating news. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, asks for a favor, Michael Corinthos, Chad Dell, gets a wake-up call, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, delivers devastating news. James West, Gary James Fuller, is wise beyond his years as he asks Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, if he believes in him, why doesn't he believe in himself? Precocious James is cute in a black cowboy hat as he has a conversation with the newly revealed Scorpio in the stable. Little James adores Cody and hangs around him a lot, and the feeling is mutual. How will Cody answer James' question about why he's down on himself? How do you answer a child when he asks something like that? Elsewhere, Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, reconnects with Stella Henry, Vernie Watson, as they sit outside and chat. Tracy tells Stella if she doesn't agree, they should rethink their arrangement. What could Tracy be asking Stella to agree with that would be a deal-breaker on their arrangement? Is Tracy talking about her and Stella's friendship? How narrow-minded must Tracy be? In Somalia, Anna is in a cell in Ulrich, Jen Sidwell's, Carlo Rhoda, compound and is talking to someone outside the cell. She tells them they need to ask a favor of them, and considering even Holly Sutton, Emma Sams, is off Sidwell's trusted list, it can't be her. There is a guard that Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, might be kind of friendly with could she be talking to him. It seems the walls are closing in on Jason and Anna, and on Lucky and Holly as well. How they get themselves out of this mess, the odds don't look good at this point. At the Quartermaine mansion, Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth, receives some shocking intel that he now shares with Michael. He tells him just because his intentions are pure, it doesn't mean Drew Quartermaine's, Cameron Matheson, are. Does Ned catch Drew putting moves on Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, or is he talking about something else? What kind of shocking intel does Ned have to tell Michael? Drew will interrupt Michael and Willow, and perhaps Ned notices things seeing that interruption. Willow pushes back, telling Drew he needs to leave her alone. Willow has been having problems staying focused on her husband because of her strong attractions to Drew. That's why she went back to work at GH. Port Charles is set to have another day filled with intrigue, secrets, and emotional roller coasters as we dive into a compelling Thursday, September 26, episode of General Hospital. With favors being asked that could change lives, unexpected wake-up calls that shake the foundation of relationships, and devastating news that will send shockwaves through the community, fans are in for a heart-pounding ride. Sonny calls in a favor. Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, finds himself backed into a corner after a recent string of betrayals. With enemies closing in and resources stretched thin, Sonny decides it's time to call in a big favor from someone he's long kept at a distance. His estranged son, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. Though their relationship has been rocky since Dante's return from his time in the WSB, Sonny knows that Dante is the only one who can handle the delicate and dangerous situation involving a rival mob family that's been stirring up trouble in Port Charles. Sonny's request is simple but fraught with risk. Dan needs to infiltrate a notorious syndicate under the guise of working with them, gaining their trust long enough to extract critical information that could bring the family to its knees. But as much as Sonny needs Dante's help, he's aware of the heavy emotional toll it could take on his son, who's still trying to recover from the trauma of his past assignments. Dante, torn between wanting to help his father and the need to protect his own mental health, wrestles with the decision. Ultimately, he agrees, but only after securing a promise from Sonny that this will be the last time he's dragged into mob business. However, little do they know, Dante's involvement will open a Pandora's box that neither of them can control. Carly's wake-up call. Meanwhile, Carly Corinthos, Laura Wright, is about to have a rude awakening of her own. Carly has been juggling her role as a mother, her complicated feelings for Sonny, and the stress of dealing with her daughter Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, as Joss navigates her own personal drama. But on Thursday, Carly will face a wake-up call in the form of an unexpected medical diagnosis. Carly has been feeling off for a while, brushing off symptoms as stress or exhaustion, but after a routine checkup, her doctor delivers shocking news. The diagnosis will hit Carly like a ton of bricks, forcing her to reconsider her priorities and how she approaches the people she loves. This revelation is bound to bring up buried fears from Carly's past health scares, leaving her to question her resilience. Jocelyn, already stressed with her relationship with Dex Heller, Avenhofer, and trying to find balance in her life, will struggle with her mother's news. Jocelyn and Carly have always had a strong bond, but this diagnosis will challenge them in ways they've never faced before. Carly's wake-up call forces her to be vulnerable with her family in a way she hasn't been before, opening the door for emotional confrontations and heart-to-hearts that have been long overdue. Michael and Willow's devastating news. Across town, Michael Corinthos, Chad Dell, and Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, face a gut-wrenching blow that could alter their future forever. The couple, who have been through more than their fair share of hardships, have been enjoying a period of calm after Willow's recovery and their son Wiley's health improving. However, happiness doesn't last long in Port Charles, and Thursday's episode brings devastating news that shatters their peace. After receiving a phone call from the hospital, Michael and Willow rush to GH, only to learn that Wiley's heart condition has taken a turn for the worse. The doctors explain that while they've done everything they can, Wiley may need an experimental surgery that carries high risks. Faced with an impossible choice, Michael and Willow must decide whether to proceed with the operation or seek out alternative treatments that may not be as effective but are less dangerous. This heartbreaking development throws Michael and Willow into a tailspin. As parents, they are desperate to protect Wiley at all costs, but the weight of this decision pushes them to their limits. Willow, in particular, struggles to keep her composure, and we can expect her to break down in front of those closest to her. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, who has recently re-entered Willow's life, will try to offer support, but her presence may only complicate matters as old wounds between the two resurface. Finn faces a reckoning. Dr. Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, has always prided himself on being level-headed and methodical when it comes to his work. But Thursday's episode will force Finn to confront the emotional fallout of a mistake he made on a patient's chart. For weeks, Finn has been hiding a small error, hoping it would go unnoticed, but it finally catches up with him when the patient's condition deteriorates. Liz Weber, Rebecca Herbst, who's been suspicious of Finn's behavior lately, uncovers the mistake and confronts him. The scene will be tense, with Liz demanding to know why Finn covered it up instead of coming forward earlier. Finn, weighed down by guilt, admits he was trying to protect his career and reputation, but now the consequences of his actions have spiraled out of control. This reckoning will send Finn on a journey of self-reflection, questioning his role at General Hospital and whether he's cut out to continue in such a high-stakes environment. Liz, who once viewed Finn as an unshakable force, will have to reassess their professional relationship and whether she can trust him moving forward. The fallout could have far-reaching implications for Finn's future at GH and his standing with his colleagues. Asma makes her move. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Asma Prince, Avery Kristen Pohl, is back to her scheming ways. Thursday's episode will see her put a new plan into motion, targeting Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Chaz, once again. Asum has always had her sights set on manipulating Spencer to get what she wants. But this time, she's willing to play the long game. Asum's latest plot involves planting seeds of doubt in Spencer's mind about his relationship with Traina Robinson, Tapiana Ali. By subtly stirring the pot and creating situations that force Spencer to question Traina's loyalty, Asum hopes to drive a wedge between them and regain control over Spencer's affections. However, Traina is no fool, and as Asum makes her move, Traina will be ready to push back, leading to a showdown between the two women. As the episode comes to a close, Port Charles will be left reeling from these emotional and dramatic twists, with more questions than answers lingering on the horizon. Will Sonny's favor put Dante in more danger than he bargained for? Can Carly and Jocelyn find strength in each other amid Carly's diagnosis? And will Michael and Willow find a way to save their son without breaking themselves in the process? Thursday, September 26, promises to be an episode packed with heartache, suspense, and more than a few surprises. Buckle up, GH fans. It's going to be a wild ride.